When Calman Domingo speaks, it's with the resonance of someone who has lived deeply and observed even more. So, when he recalled a message he received from Oprah Winfrey, the moment carried emotional weight far beyond celebrity small talk. The Emmy-winning actor opened up recently about a poignant exchange that took place after the death of his mother, Edith Bowles, and how Winfrey's words brought unexpected comfort during a time of profound loss. Domingo was navigating a sea of grief when his phone lit up with an unfamiliar number. It wasn't a typical day, nor was it an ordinary call. "I saw a number pop up, and I didn't recognize it," he shared. "Something told me to answer it. And when I did, it was Oprah." The call wasn't performative. It wasn't for show. It was one of those quiet moments when a legend steps down from the pedestal and simply becomes a human being offering solace. According to Domingo, Oprah didn't waste time with pleasantries. She went straight to the heart. "She told me, 'I saw your tribute to your mother, and I just wanted to say, what a beautiful soul she must have been,'" Domingo recalled, his voice cracking as he retold the story. "She said, 'You could feel the love in your words. You were raised right. And your mother did a great job.'" In that moment, the pain Domingo was carrying took on a different texture. Oprah's words weren't just comforting, they were validating. He had spoken publicly about his mother before, most notably in heartfelt tributes and award speeches. But this was something else. This was someone who understood the magnitude of maternal loss, offering empathy without fanfare. Domingo said that the message struck him deeply because it didn't come from a place of shared celebrity, but from one of shared humanity. "She wasn't calling as Oprah the icon," he said. "She was calling as someone who also knows what it means to lose the person who shaped your heart." What made the moment even more surreal for Domingo was that he and Oprah weren't particularly close. They'd met in industry circles, exchanged warm greetings, but they weren't friends who texted or had dinner. That's what made her call so powerful. It was unsolicited, genuine, and deeply empathetic. Domingo has often spoken about the influence his mother had on his life and career. She wasn't a stage mom or a behind-the-scenes operator. She was a postal worker, a woman of integrity, humor, and immense strength who supported her son's dreams without ever needing the spotlight for herself. "She always told me to keep my feet on the ground and my head high," he said. "She told me to love people and be kind, even when it's hard. And she told me to never forget where I come from." It's advice that Domingo has clearly carried into every role he's taken on, every speech he's given, and every interaction he's had with fans. He's known for disappearing into characters, but it's his unshakable sense of self that continues to draw people in. When asked if he responded to Oprah's message, he smiled and nodded. "I told her thank you, and that my mother would have been honored to hear those words," he said. "And I meant it." That small exchange became a milestone in Domingo's grief journey. It wasn't closure. Grief doesn't offer that kind of luxury, but it was a thread of light, a reminder that even in loss, we're not alone. It also underscored something Domingo has come to believe deeply, that words, especially when spoken with intention and care, can change everything. "You never know what someone is carrying," he said. "And sometimes, a few kind words can be the difference between despair and hope." Domingo's vulnerability in sharing this story isn't just a testament to Oprah's kindness. It's a reflection of who he is. In an industry often obsessed with image, he continues to lead with heart. And by doing so, he reminds others of the quiet power of empathy. It's these kinds of moments, unscripted, unpublicized, that show the true strength of community in Hollywood and beyond. While award shows and premieres may dominate headlines, it's the private acts of compassion that leave the deepest impact. And in Calman Domingo's case, that impact came with a ringing phone, a familiar voice, and a simple, powerful message: "Your mother did a great job."